All right, hi everyone. My name is Turner656. Welcome to another League of Dracula game. I'm joined with Pizzawizard. You can say hi, Pizzawizard.
Hello?
And we're watching Mettking versus jbphilly, or jbphilly versus Mettking. How important is this game for these two?
I think it's really important for both of them. There's been a lot of, obviously all the matches have been really close, but in my, both of them I think have 2 losses, I believe, right? And that 2 is kind of, a lot of people have 2 losses. Whoever wins this one, obviously one of them is going to have 3 after the fact. I think it's going to be a really big, we've all kind of been struggling and kind of scrambling to get, obviously, as many wins as possible, because we all did very, very well in the first stage or the second stage in Mettking, and who was the other one who qualified? I don't remember, but 2 people did really well in the second stage. I think that every single game in the final league is important.
Both of them.
This one,
yeah.
Both of them. Okay, yeah, especially for these people
Yeah.
who worked really hard to get here. This game is extremely important for both of them.
Naples, Valona, not in the trail. Okay.
It's really difficult drawing that literally day one when there's only his starting location. Right? Even if he was in the Far East or in Italy, he could have started in Rome and then planned to move to Bari from Rome instead of Naples. Or if he's in the East, he could have been in Bucharest to start in like Constanta or Glatz possibly. The hired scouts day one, it's really hard to get someone with that. Although notably, I actually did get found day one with the hired scouts. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it happens.
it happens.
Hello, Kane Marco. Thank you for joining us at AKA Roscoe. He says, Pizzawizard, you've been destroying it. This final stage is down to IDS.
I really hope it comes down to IDS, because if that is the case, I will be well suited. And by the way, I want to quickly say to you, Roscoe, thank you for commentating my game the other day. I know there was technical issues, but it warmed my heart to see some of the people who kind of brought me into this community, to see them commentating on a game that I'm playing now. It was a really nice, pleasant surprise.
That's right, the OG.
Yeah, he was actually, I think it was like him and Scott were the 2 that I first connected with in the community, and they kind of like shepherded me and taught me the game, so it's nice to see them still kicking.
Jonathan Harker.
As ally, ooh.
Oh, they already have a fast horse from Mina.
Mm-hmm, and good luck.
That's the first draw, not bad.
Mm-hmm. It's good to get a horse on Mina, although you don't want all 3 over there, but it's good to see, you probably want 2 horses over there, and if John Stewart and Helsing can draw the other one between the 2 of them, I think you'd be pretty happy.
Ooh, we have competing people in chat. We have the Philly chat and a Go Mettking. Roscoe says he made us proud, and Scott Sword says hello. Hello, Scott Sword.
Hi, Scott Sword.
Yeah, I learned that Europeans ride horse and buggies today, so it's a new thing. Thank you for that lesson on my drive home. Let's see. What's going on? What have they discarded so far? I can't see.
Nothing too. It's all of 1 card. Holy Bullets off of Godalming, which, I take a little bit of offense to, but I understand, especially on Godalming. Holy Bullets is maybe not exactly what you want on him.
Yeah. What if he started in Barcelona? That's what I think Scott Sword did that to jbphilly. But Mettking is playing as Drac, so I don't know where he's starting.
Yeah, he's definitely. I've seen him do Hamburg a lot. I know that's something he likes to do. I know Roscoe was talking about Barcelona the other day. I think it was on a Mettking stream. He was talking about how he liked to start Barcelona, so maybe he would take inspiration from that. We have yet to see any huge, kind of swings one way or the other than that he didn't start in Valona and he didn't start in Naples, but that doesn't tell us too much.
Yep. If you guys haven't seen it, jbphilly has an awesome video of himself doing a Fury of Dracula game against Scott.
Yeah, you should go check that out.
It was excellent.
It's really good.
Because you get to actually hear what he thinks, as opposed to like me the whole time I start talking at the beginning, and then it becomes breathing and swearing. As I don't know what I'm doing, but
it's really difficult to commentate a game while you're trying to play it as hunters. Like yes. Me and Mettking did one video where I tried to do that, and it's just trying to commentate while also not giving away what you're talking about. I mean, even if you let's say you're not in a voice call with Dracula, trying to be entertaining and also be correct at every possible avenue are 2 very hard balls to juggle.
Yeah, especially in a tournament setting like this. I think it's easier as Dracula to commentate. Because you wait so long between, you can talk about what you're thinking of, where you're thinking of moving.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. I mean, especially you're right, because you have those long periods of just kind of watching, right? You can kind of watch what everyone's doing and talk at the same time. You have less, I guess. I think there could still be some difficulties there, but it's definitely easier than playing Hunters, where you have 4 different hands to look at and keep track of and monitor and tickets and a bunch of different metrics you're trying to optimize.
Scott's
Okay.
Scott's thanks for tuning in for a bit. Likely to fall asleep. I know you got your busy what's it called, Wingspan tournament, your Albatross Wrestle or whatever.
Yeah, I've been seeing he's been posting videos about that. It's
Yep.
been good. You should go check it out, everybody watching. It's good.
If you like birds, if you want to see something
If you
totally, if you like bird names.
bird names, bird puns,
Yep,
Wingspan has it all.
that's right. They'll have the Chickadee Challenge coming up next for them, their next tournament. That's not real. I just made it up. So,
Yeah, no, I thought that sounded really. I don't know anything about the Wingspan community. I thought that was real for a second.
yeah.
Okay, notably looking at the discard pile, nothing huge discard yet. Mina did discard a rifle, which kind of suggests to me that her hand is somewhat good if she's discarding what I would consider to be a decent weapon, if that's the worst out of her hand.
Maybe she has a knife and a Heavenly Host.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she has good items in her hand like that, if the rifle is the worst thing, right? If I was Dracula right now, I might not be quite as... I mean, you never really want to go against Mina and Godalming, but especially if you see them starting to discard really good items, it kind of tells you their hands are good. Good in some capacity, whether it's an ideal hand or if they just like had to keep double horse or something, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's tooled up, but it's a slight... makes me start thinking that way.
It looks like Hunters have been lucky with their draws. They haven't had many Dracula cards so far.
That is true. I would need to look at the disc file to be sure, but I think I saw, yeah, 4 out of, they've drawn 16, 4 out of 16 is slightly below what I would expect. That's a 4th instead of a 3rd. So.
Good math skills. Excellent. Showing your pizza ability.
Oh yeah, look man, you need lots of fuel to do math, okay? That's why we're Pizzawizard. Create your own fuel. I do really like, no Day 3 newspaper report, which I think Mettking is really happy. He said he's never getting them. I'm glad someone else isn't getting them as well. Also no rumor token on the 3rd space. I guess that would have had to have been revealed yesterday, not today.
Yeah, the no rumors, to me it's actually scarier as Hunters. Because I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one to check out.
I think there's definitely an argument, like especially if you can get like hoaxes or other good encounter cards on the trail to if you don't have a vampire, there's no point in bluffing it, to save it to maybe put pressure later in the game, and then also maybe if you don't have a vampire to start with, just put down a bunch of value like a hoax, a bodyguard, a spy, things that you would be fine with maturing, right? And then get all of them rather than just getting only 7 points. Although I think saying only 7 points is kind of a misleading because 7 points is so massive. I myself really like to get that 7 points in the game, especially if I can like get a wolf form off the trail with it. I really like wolf forming essentially yesterday's movement so that I can get it back. But I'm interested to see how this pays out for Mettking. The fact that John Harker is not is going to make it annoying for him though, because every single one of these is going to get revealed before they mature. So he will be giving them a little bit of information. Obviously, right. Very dated. But
let's see if he has a newspaper tomorrow. If he drew it week 1. Because we don't know.
Yeah, he could have drawn it before.
Right, before, yeah.
Especially since, as you noted, the lack of Dracula events, right? He's holding on to a lot of events right now, so there's a decent chance. I mean, hard to say. 3 newspaper reports. He's had, I don't know, maybe if you look, 3, 8 in the discard pile. That means 63. He has 12 Hunter events, something like that. So there's a decent chance there's a newspaper in there.
Checking the discard. I see 2 pistols now. Well, only 1 dogs. I think jbphilly likes the dogs. I could be wrong, but I remember watching his videos and seeing his gameplay. I think he likes holding on to them.
I think that they maybe are better than like because the thing is they can deal with spy, and I think spy is really good, right? So I think holding a dog on like John Seward is not bad.
Bordeaux.
Ooh, Bordeaux. Right, like because as the spy meta becomes more prevalent and people start like I think I really like spies because they make people make difficult choices where they either get rid of their weapons and they have to supply before they can fight you, or they get rid of their tickets, maybe hopefully making their horse economy worse so they can't chase you as well. the dog kind of counters that. It also helps you find, like, if they're protecting vampires with saboteurs, it also helps you stop that. I believe, does dog stop bats as well? I don't think it stops bats, does
No,
it?
it does not.
It's saboteur. Okay. So it does stop saboteur, though, so it can't be good against, like, the hide strat.
Godalming's on the move. He's going to Geneva? No, Zurich. Not there.
Zurich, yeah.
Oh, good horse economy so
Birds
far.
moving up. Yeah, this is a good. The fact that he's rolling it so frequently means he probably. I haven't been paying attention to how often he's ticketing, but it kind of indicates that at least he's got the 3 white ones, even if it's not perfect. And the fact that he rolled 2 yellow 2s kind of says that either he's really lucky or he's got the economy pretty well in hand.
Yep. So we know Seward has a horse. Godalming has a horse. Ooh, good.
And Mina has a horse.
And Van Helsing is unretired. He's moving to English Channel.
Ooh,
Mina rolled
okay.
badly though. Let's see where she goes.
So not perfect yet. Not a perfect economy.
38,
but
you think? Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
I think you want to land. You want to try landing her on Godalming to see if you could scan tonight.
yeah, scanning tonight would have been amazing.
Oh, dogs.
Folks. Okay.
But he keeps the dogs. Yep.
He keeps the dogs, yes.
All right. So we got to figure out where he went from there. What do you guys think in chat? Which way did he go? Did he go towards Spain? Did he go towards the boot? Did he go northeast?
I personally want Mettking to win. I feel like it's so much. It's so hard to say right now, right? Like, he could have gone to Spain because John Seward has only been in Madrid. It would have been risky because obviously proximity events, but we haven't had any of those, so it's theoretically possible. I think, right? I don't think we've had any proximity events. Let me make sure.
No, he hasn't.
We have not had any proximity events.
No evil presences. No
So,
local rumors. Yeah.
So he could have gone to Spain. I think it's unlikely given how many of those there are, but it's possible. He could have also gone, like you said, into Italy, where the scan would have been really nice to determine whether he was there or not.
All right.
I think.
Where would you check if you were jbphilly right now? 54.
I want to know if he went through Marseille or if he went through like Sant. If you can check Santander and Toulouse, then you'll know whether he went into Spain, and that's huge. Because if he didn't go into Spain, then you can kind of like leave Mina where she is, and maybe you don't need to supply more, but if he didn't go into Spain, there's no need. Mina's probably you don't need to keep moving people west, if that makes sense, right?
Yep.
If you can figure out if he's in Spain or not.
Maybe you roll for horses here and try to check 36, maybe? Let's see.
Okay, she's successful. The problem is you don't want to go past him, right? You don't want to be moving away from Dracula right now. Let's see. Checking Marseille is not bad. Okay,
no. All right. Let's go northeast then.
Yeah, so he's either like he's doing some weird Clermont front, like he's going slowly towards the east, or he went Santander into Spain, or he's going northeast, like you said, into Germania.
Well, we're gonna find out tomorrow. What's nice about Harker here is that we're gonna know.
He's so good early, especially he did have newspaper reports in this case, but this is gonna make his. It's gonna, because this one move is gonna tell you a lot. It's gonna tell him essentially did he go into Spain or not, and that's gonna save him a lot of time. Because if he didn't have it, he'd have to probably use Godalming to check Santander tomorrow. And if this will mean no matter what, he's not gonna have to do that. He's gonna be able to either move him in the correct direction. I really like Jonathan Harker in the early game, although obviously I'd still rather draw the other two. But I think drawing him in the first week is good. There's a lot of value to be had. I think he's maybe a little bit underestimated.
Yeah, because now we're gonna get the direction of travel. Because that Roscoe thinks he's in Spain. It wasn't a question mark for him. He said he's in Spain. Period. That's pretty. I mean, he could have. I think he went to 15 and then went up, but who knows?
Yeah, there is the argument that he saw Jonathan Harker get revealed fairly early, and he thought his trail would be revealed no matter what, so he might as well, like, getting revealed off Evil Presence wouldn't be that bad, so he went into Spain for that reason. Ooh. Misdirecting.
Well, then I'll get it back, because that card could be garbage, right? If that rumor goes off. My guess is that he hid in that space, the third space.
Mm-hmm. Just like a hide protected thing.
Hide trick. But now he's wolf forming.
He's wolf forming. He did not. He went north. Okay.
Not. Sorry, Roscoe, you're wrong.
Well, he could be going into Spain now. We'll have to see. He could be wolf forming past him potentially, although I think that's really risky with all of them so close like this. Definitely possible.
Weircraft says this could be bad for hunters since they committed so far west.
True. He could be as far as like I mean, if he was in non, right, and he just, let's say he didn't hide, although I think there's a decent chance he did. Okay, he didn't hide. So non to Paris, he could have probably went like he could be Strasbourg, Nuremberg. He could be as far as Vienna right now, right? Or Venice.
Let's see, Paris. Then he moved one more. So I was wrong, by the way, for the record, guys. I said it was a hide in Paris. He did
No
not
hide in
hide.
Paris.
No. But that rumor is going to go away. It's kind of sad.
I think arguably it's better that he didn't hide because it gives him he could have run farther essentially, and I think even if there was a hide there, with so many hunters so close, I don't think if jbphilly made a priority to take out that space, he would have had the manpower to do it. He did not go to Strasbourg, he went to Brussels. Okay. That kind of tells you that he's going north, right? Because you could go Strasbourg. If you're going east, Strasbourg's much faster.
Ooh, low
and
roll.
You can go north. Low roll, okay.
Okay, back to 60. I think she should meet up with a hunter in Germany and scan it.
Yep, scanning Germany could be good. The problem is he could have gone past Germany by now. Like, he could potentially have gone as far as Austria-Hungary. Although I think from Brussels, actually, is that possible anymore if he went Brussels?
See if it's a fog and not. Maybe it's a bats. Nah, that'd be a waste, though. A bats.
I don't know if he bat. That seems a bit... Yeah, okay. So he
another
laid down
aristocratic.
a bunch of vampires, a bunch of hoaxes.
Nothing matured.
Nothing matured.
And now Jonathan Harker is not helpful for a few turns here.
Well, for the one turn. But, I mean, this does mean that essentially he's given himself more time, right? Because Godalming and Seward are both delayed. Neither of them are going to be able to move next turn. That gives him more security that he's probably not going to get. I mean, he had security anyway because he wolf formed, and he's still a little bit obscured. But this means that he can feel safe maybe making a move that he might be a little bit worried about because those two hunters aren't going to be able to jump on him, at the very least. Like, there will be no renewed vigor nonsense happening with the two of them.
Yeah, and Van Helsing did not search his location. He just traded.
Interesting. Maybe there was a really important trade that had to happen. That is interesting that he didn't search it. Notably, no stakes have been used. He's been getting with all these aristocratics and stuff. 0 stakes. Is he saving the stakes? Did he not think there was a fighter vampire there, so he didn't think he should use a stake? I've been really interested by the people having stakes but not using them mentality, because I've always kind of been under the assumption that if I have a stake, I'm going to use a stake because I don't want the night fight. But people have been risking it more and more because they want to save the stakes for actual fighter vampires and not waste them on aristocratics.
That's interesting. I think that yeah, I always get mad if I blow a stake on a freaking hoax. It's the most obnoxious thing.
Right. I think maybe that was Mettkin's strategy. It's something I like to do as well. If I don't see them discarding stakes, is like put down a bunch of trash vampires and hoaxes. Hope they waste the stakes on them, and then just start like putting out fighter vampires en masse, so they can't deal with them.
So he did I call it the poor man's wolf form.
Ooh, searching during the day. So that means maybe he was scared it was a vampire and wanted the day fight.
Yeah.
Discarded a rifle off the spy.
All right, let's see where Mina goes. If she rolls well. She's been rolling crappy today.
You don't want to accidentally jump on Dracula with Mina. It's unlikely since he wolf formed, but unless she has like heroic leap or something, you probably don't want to jump on Dracula accidentally with Mina. That could be pretty scary.
41 maybe.
Yeah, where do you check? Do you check like the problem is this wolf form, right? He could have skipped over,
in the
for example, like,
yeah. He's got like a double wolf going on. He has a hopscotch move.
I wonder why he misdirected the space before the wolf form. Maybe he meant to misdirect the space before the wolf form, but he couldn't. He tried to misdirect the day that he was on that space, which he couldn't actually misdirect it. And once you click misdirect, you can't unselect it. So I wonder if maybe that was a mistake that we are now covering. That retroactively, right? He's not going to obviously say it's a mistake in chat because that looks really bad.
The ticket economy seems to be good for Van Helsing and for Godalming. Not Van Helsing, sorry, for Godalming and Seward. He passed with them tonight.
That is also something to look at when you're an experienced player, is seeing who's ticketing and who's not, right? If like spy matured, you want to target the people who haven't been ticketing because their tickets are the ones they're not going to want to lose.
Right.
And it also can give you an indication, like you said, of how good the ticket economy is. If everyone's ticketing, that's kind of an indication that the ticket economy is in dire straits. If a few people are, that kind of tells you, it's pretty healthy. It's a lot of information being passed around by hunter actions that Draculas at this level of play need to be aware of because they can give them an edge.
All right, let's see where we're going. Good ticket.
Okay. Yeah.
21.
I mean, I would probably want to check, yeah, like Leipzig, I suppose. Or oh, he's going to Marseille. Okay.
Maybe he's working his way east.
That's true. Yeah, if he's going east, although if he's going east, he could get closer than that by going to like Nuremberg from Paris, and then he'd be one space closer to going east. I wonder if he wanted to make sure he didn't like backtrack onto Marseille or something. Maybe.
Right. Could he have
Hired scouts is
Right. Could he have backtracked into Spain with his misdirect? Oh, here we go. This is huge. Let's see what he
this is
picks.
actually impressive. Yeah.
This is huge.
What do you check with it? Do you check the Far East to make sure he didn't go there? Do you check like
8 and 54.
Milan and Clermont-Ferrand? Okay. So, what does that say?
But he's not
That
there.
says, well, okay, yeah, it says he's not there.
Yeah.
The problem with, oh, Sister Agatha. Do you even want Sister Agatha over Jonathan Harker right now?
Use it as a search and get a surprising return.
Yeah.
Not
I mean, he
Berlin.
does have a surprising return on Mia, so we know he has at least one. Not Berlin either? There's a lot of strikeouts right now.
Could he have
Berlin.
gone back to Bordeaux? Is that possible? No, he can't
It's
because
definitely
it's a lair. No, it's a lair. He can't have.
Right, but he could have gone to Toulouse maybe. He could have gone like Brussels, Strasbourg, Geneva, Wolfform to Toulouse, and have avoided all of these checks. It's possible. Unlikely, but...
You gotta think worst
What's the
case scenario.
alternative?
Yeah.
Right, what's the alternative? If he hasn't gone through Berlin, right? We know he hasn't been through Berlin, which means that... What? Like, did he go into Italy maybe? Did he go like Brussels, Strasbourg? Maybe he went through Strasbourg, that's why he misdirected that space, because it's the Strasbourg space, and that kind of, you know, obfuscates that he was actually like maybe heading...
Yep.
If he went to like Strasbourg, Zurich, Wolfformed to Genoa or Venice, and then went deep into Italy. Whatever he's done, it's worked, right? Because like he's gotten the whole trail back. He's got a whole trail full of encounters again. They're all kind of spread out, moving and supplying and whatnot. Whatever he's done, it's worked. It's bought him time.
Weirdcraft is thinking, he wants them to check Nuremberg. Misdirect Strasbourg. Wolfram from Nuremberg to Zagreb is my guess. Let's see what else you're saying. Check.
And Nuremberg is really well connected.
Did he overlook Strasbourg to Nuremberg? He wants to know. I don't know. He
Well,
might
let's
have.
see. Godalming could check it today. He could have also checked it yesterday, but he didn't. Munich? Nothing. Still nothing. But I think he's checking the wrong space. He's checking the spaces that are going to get Wolfformed over potentially. I mean, obviously, he could have still gone to Munich at some point even though, but like I said, I think Zagreb is where you really need to check there. Or like Nuremberg, like he's saying. Although the misdirect makes this more complicated. We will at least know, if nothing else, right? If these supplies turn up empty and he doesn't find him today, we will know because of Jonathan Harker at least a little bit more information where he Wolfformed from, which could be huge. If he Wolfformed from like Geneva, that makes the Spain thing much more likely. If he Wolfformed from, I don't know, Nuremberg, that makes the Far East solution, or Italy, more likely, right? We'll have to... The Jonathan Harker will again pay off dividends here, hopefully.
Godalming passed. Seward passed. Van Helsing's trading with Seward now. Okay.
I mean, on the jbphilly side, he has prevented any points from being gained. He has also not used very many like events. He hasn't supplied a lot, but he hasn't used anything that he's gained. So if he has any renewed vigors or defensive grounds or movement events, he has saved them. So he has gas left in the tank essentially for when he does find him.
Here we go. Let's see.
Okay.
Here we go. Moment of truth. What is it?
It was Nuremberg.
Nuremberg.
Okay, so you need to check Zagreb right now and figure out if he's in the east. That is super. Werecraft 100% right. You gotta check Zagreb. If you need to know whether he's in the east or not. Which maybe this is what the
Surprising
surprise
return.
will do. Check Zagreb, jbphilly, come on. Got this. Yes, okay. He did not go east. That's what that tells you.
I think he has 2 surprising returns if he's playing that
Yeah,
so
that was
quick.
That was a bit early when he could have just moved to Godalming to check that, or Mina instead. Maybe he needs one of them to deal with the Nuremberg encounter, or whatever the rumor took.
Yeah, you gotta check Venice. He's probably going down the boot now.
I mean, not even Venice. Yeah, you're right, Venice. He checked Milan already.
Ooh,
He moved back into Milan after he hired Scouted it. Interesting.
Some top tier play there.
Yeah, did he like Wolfform to Venice, move around in Florence, and then go back out to Genoa, and just like
See if they can jump on him here. Maybe he's in 36. I'm gonna check it.
You need to check. I think Marseille. If he's in Marseille right now, he could get 200s there easily, and
Yes,
maybe
he
Mina
could.
as well if it's a chartered carriage or something.
Then he could
Or if
surprisingly
it's a sense of
return
emergency.
Aggie into your night fight.
Yeah, this could be bad if he's in Marseille and he doesn't have some sort of protection. The problem with being in Marseille is it's so high traffic, right? It's so well connected. People just go there, people were just randomly going.
Oh, he is
Okay,
there! He is there!
We need a fog. We need a fog right now. This is not a fog. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Upper echelon commentary. That's right, Kane Marco. Guess who's right? Me. All right, who's gonna say it? He mentioned that he was making fun of me for the hired scouts comment. He showed him. He has a hired scouts.
Scary.
He has a Can he ticket in?
I mean, hopefully Van Helsing can take it in at the very least. I assume there's a white unless he has double white one, but he's the guy without horses. I would assume that his ticket economy is the best of anyone here.
We're gonna find out right now.
Come on, there's white 2s and yellow 1s. You would definitely use a white 2 and a yellow 1 to get in here, right? It's 100% worth it. You need a second person in this fight, unless you have like a heroic leap or something, and you're just not going to fight him at all.
Here he comes! The old man is on his way. I'm here.
Yeah, this is scary. Okay, Mina's not getting there. Okay, that's some relief for Dracula. If Mina could like sense of emergency to get there as well, this would be horrendous. A 2v1 is bad, but not catastrophic. He could survive this, especially if he can escape his bad or something.
Does he have a surprising return, Sister Aggie?
I think. What does Mina have revealed? Was it another surprising return? I thought I saw some surprising return. Maybe I'm just.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Ouch.
Oh, yep. This is bad. The problem is he doesn't even have wolf form, right? He can go to C after this if he lives. Or if he can escape his bat and take 2 damage, he'd be happy with that, I imagine.
Oof.
He probably doesn't die off this fight. It's just how much damage does he take is the real problem here. If Mina was here, I think this would be, like, he could die. With 2, he probably won't die. He could take a lot of damage, though.
We know Seward has a Heavenly Host. We know that Van Helsing got rid of a rifle, but he definitely supplied again since then.
Yes, he's been sitting and supplying and getting events. So and they both have 2 combat cards.
Yep.
Possibly Van Helsing or either of them could have holy bullets. I haven't been tracking how many are in the discard pile. I think at least 2 are, so they probably both don't have it. But there could be a lot of damage here. The question is, do they even want to use their Heavenly Host? Do they have like a concentrated ground that they're maybe saving for? But I think you might even throw the host out anyway. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, it's a mixed bag.
So Dracula is going to take. We'll see what Van Helsing threw out.
He
and
actually ends
Sister
up worse
Aggie's in
because
play.
of the Agatha. Yeah, he takes 1 damage overall from that action because he was at 14. This is not amazing. Let's see what Godalming did. Okay.
Another punch. All right, it's a Scott Sword battle start. He didn't come out with guns blazing.
This is the big turn where if they're going to play Heavenly Host, I think it would be today. Because if after this, Dracula can escape. So they will presumably want to save their knives/guns for when he can escape. Or they might both try to leave. Although I think they haven't really... They could both try to leave, maybe, if they think they can't...
Right, because
they probably don't want him to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a wolf form. They don't want him to escape. Do they both leave to try to make sure he can't escape his bat? Or do they both just pile in and try to deal as much damage as possible? I think he tries to deal damage. That's my guess. So I want to see, like, a Mesmerize or a Strength. Okay, good.
Broke the rifle.
Breaks a rifle. That kind of tells me maybe Van Helsing does have holy bullets, actually. He's playing rifle right now, instead of, like, a knife or something. Or maybe that's the best weapon he has, but...
Host.
Ooh, the host comes down. Okay.
HH.
So maybe no CG. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he thinks he'll get it back soon enough. I think both of those are reasonable. Playing the Heavenly Host chair.
Now I think you target Van Helsing and do an escape his back. Get the hell out of here.
I don't think you can pull it. I think he's got another rifle or knife. I don't think you can do it. I think it's too risky. The problem is if you don't do it, do you just die? Like, what's the alternative? The alternative is like you mesmerize and then maybe take the 2 or 3 damage from the other guy. The options are not great. Okay.
Not bad.
Let's see what Van Helsing does. If he has like a holy bullet here, this could be very bad.
What was the
right?
Heavenly Host? Heavenly Host?
Knife. Okay. So
he's down to 5 now.
4, but yeah.
4, yeah. Yeah, even if he flies, if he bats away here, it's going to be 2 damp. He's going to be down to 2.
Now he's super low. Now the sea travel is looking really bad, right? Even if the combat ended right now, him going to sea would not be amazing because he would be go to 2, then he could move 1 sea space and land. It's not incredible.
And you
Man, I
can't.
really wanted.
Man, who are
I
you
wanted
rooting for?
Mettking to win. I
Sorry.
wanted Mettking to win. I wanted Dracula to win, and it is not. The Mettking fan club might be have to put down their pennants for a second. This is not looking amazing. He could get out of it. It's still very possible. This escape failing would be a bad. Okay. Okay.
He takes 2 damage though.
Right. I think this is, if there was a way Mettking wins, I think this is part of that way, is him managing to get away as escape is bad. I think this is part of the winning line of play essentially, is if he can somehow get away.
We gotta check
manage...
those layers too. We gotta look at those layers to see.
Yep.
Because don't forget, on the west we had a few western layers.
Right. It was like Bordeaux.
Bordeaux
Was a layer, right?
Yeah. It's important to track.
Nantes, Paris, Brussels. So
Bordeaux's
he could go to Bordeaux.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's
This
dangerous.
is rough though.
Yeah.
This is a rough time to be Dracula. The good thing is he didn't die, and he does have a full thing of encounters that they haven't dealt with. So if he can buy time, he can maybe get like 7 points off this vampire. At least if he loses, then he gets points that way.
Ooh, yeah.
Alternatively,
yep. Go ahead.
Van Helsing has lost one of his weapons, so he is less effective in a fight than he was before. Seward has also used the Heavenly Host, so he's now less effective. They both immediately chase after him. Dracula has a slight bubble here. The question is it enough? With him being at 2 HP, I don't know. We'll have to see.
I think my stream might have crashed. Let me check.